Jai Gurudev students. Today is the last part of respiration chapter. Now in respiration, glycolysis, citric acid cycle and pentose phosphate pathway are linked to the several other metabolic pathway, and one of which is that is fatty acids are degenerated to acetyl coenzyme A. Then glycerol forms phosphoglyceraldehyde. Then proteins by action of enzyme enters into the pathway. These are the several other pathway that is which is linked with the glycolysis, citric acid cycle and pentose phosphate pathway. Now in case of the anaerobic respiration, the main thing is that in anaerobic respiration it involves glycolysis, in which one molecule of glucose, that is 6 carbon, is degraded to 2 molecules of pyruvic acid with the 2 ATP molecules and 2 NADH2, nicotinamide adenine dihydrogen phosphate, dihydrogen not phosphate, dihydrogen molecules, and the end product is ethanol and carbon dioxide, or sometime it is lactic acid. Now in case of the alcoholic fermentation, this process is involved it is used in the brewery industry. It involves the following step: decarboxylation. Number one step is decarboxylation. The next step is acetaldehyde, and then the lactic acid fermentation. That is another one, alcohol and lactic acid fermentation. So these are the steps in anaerobic respiration. So lactic acid formation. So this one is that is reaction through which that is formation of lactic acid takes place, and then some importance for the fermentation process, that is where it is used. The production of the alcohol, carbon dioxide during fermentation, which is that is generated, and it makes the bread soft in texture. Productions of the vinegar by acetic acid. So here I have given you some differences between that is aerobic and anaerobic reaction. I will give you the that is photograph. So what is the difference between aerobic and anaerobic reaction? The difference between the alcoholic and lactic acid formation. Then one of the most important one, that is difference between glycolysis and fermentation. Now next one is the important terms, that is respiratory quiescent, and which is known as RQ, quiescent or quiescent. So in respiratory quiescent, it is the ratio of the volume of carbon dioxide released to the volume of oxygen taken in respiration in a given period of time at a standard temperature and pressure, and this ratio is known as RQ. So there is some condition. In case of the carbohydrate, when hexose are used as a respiratory substance, then this ratio will be always 1. And in case of fermentation, so when in lactic acid formation, this ratio is infinity, okay, in case of fermentation. But in case of fats, it is below 1, that is 0.1. So in case of succulent plant, RQ is 0, and organic acid, it is 1.3. So these are the some terms and condition where RQ different with a different value. This one is very important for your viva voce in practical in class 12, and also for MCQ type of question. Now some of the experiment is important one. So this one already we have done this one in class 10. So alcoholic fermentation of the yeast, that is during fermentation and respiration it produces carbon dioxide, and which turns lime water milky. Now this one is another one, that is anaerobic respiration of germinating seed. Okay, anaerobic respiration germinating seeds, these are the seeds, these are the mercury column, and due to their respiration carbon dioxide evolve, and this carbon dioxide will push the sheet lower down, so the mercury column will come down. And another one, this one is also done by you in class 10, that is germinating sheet with a KOH solution which absorbed carbon dioxide, as a result of which the colored water from the beaker will rises up just to fill up the, that is, vacant space. Already carbon dioxide is absorbed by this KOH solution, so it will rises up. So production of carbon dioxide during aerobic respiration. These are the three important experiments from this chapter. So in amphibolic pathway, that is number of other pathway is related with that is glycolysis, pentose phosphate pathway. So this one is actually this glucose formation of pyruvate. So that one is the glycolysis process that enter into the another, that is cycle. So this cycle, so already you have known this cycle. Now in case of the fat, fat is also connected with this cycle through fatty acid and acetyl coenzyme A, protein which aspirate and it's again related with a oxaloacetic acid, okay, and protein, this one is again protein, carbohydrate, this one is carbohydrate, and fats, and glycerol also. Glycerol also, it produce fatty acid and it produce pyruvate. So this way the number of chains are interlinked with one another. So citric acid cycle as a common metabolic pathway for carbohydrate, fats and protein. So this cycle is very important one.